I mean, yeah, media literacy is a thing that's like declining.
It's definitely, and I think because so many people now have access to these spaces in the way that is like, anyone can set up an account to do anything, to say anything, and obviously like you could do that anyway. But I feel like prior to the point of everyone wanting to become influencers, it was like Instagram just for like you and your friends to do your little like heavily filtered posts.
Yeah.
But now it's like everyone can have an account. Everyone can do something with that account.
I feel like my Instagram's low-key my CV now.
Yeah.
Everyone can profit off their opinion now.
Yeah.
Which I don't like.
I just want to have a silly, goofy time.
No, honestly. And then like you feel like bad for doing that, or like it's now seen as like cringy if you like do that. But that's like what it was made for in the first place. To like have fun with your friends, to post your like little, I don't know, like night out videos with like the terrible filter on top of it. But now it's like, no, it has to be like this heavily curated.
It has to be aesthetically.
It has to be planned out.
Yeah.
You have to have the layout,
like,
same color scheme.
It's got to like, mean something, or like there's no point posting it.
I think because once the corporations and the businesses went on social media, that's when things flipped.
Yeah, even that, like and this is like, maybe this is a controversial take. I don't think it's controversial, but maybe it is for some people. I hate it when TV shows and films start Instagram pages.
Ooh.
Is that controversial? I don't think so.
Why?
That's a good take. That's a good take.
Because my thing is this: when I think about social media accounts for brand's sake, I think about longevity.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, if you're going for a film that in theory is only going to be this one film, like a standalone film, it doesn't need a social media platform. I'm so sorry.
Once it's done, it's like...
pivot it to the production studios, pivot it to Sony Pictures, to Paramount, to whoever's. I don't need to see your film with its own individual account, unless it's like a small feature film and you're like going to go for funding later on down the line.
That makes sense.
But if it's a big blockbuster, if it's a big blockbuster film, I'm so sorry, cut it out. Even like with stuff like for TV shows, like, and I feel like I can say this and it's like pretty fine, but like with work, sometimes like we'll get companies or like production houses approaching us to be like, oh, we want to make an Instagram account for the show. And I'm like, that makes sense, because obviously like you want to curate an audience, which is nice. But at the same time, if this show is new and nobody knows the cast members and nobody knows anything to do with the people on the show,
it's harder to target your audience.
You're just shouting into a big massive void.
I think that was the advantage point when I used to work for Prime as a client. And so like when they had something new, they would push it on their main account. And I feel like that's almost a dying art. But then like you would have it organically and then boost the organic based videos and make sure you were targeting it really well. That's why I had to have so much watch hours of like watching random stuff.
Yeah.
Because you had to research, okay, like if this person likes this type of show, then they'll like this and they'll have these interests in these things.
Yeah.
But ultimately you're reaching a wide audience because they already follow that account.
Yeah. And I get like wanting to niche down, but at the same time it's difficult, because then also it's like you might get something where you have a series and it goes 3 series, 4 series deep, and then it doesn't get renewed for another series. Now you've just got an account.
Yeah. And I've never seen the account actually help them with anything.
With growth,
yeah. Just help with growth or awareness of the show or the movie. It's kind of just there. Literally,
it's just there. So that probably is my potentially controversial take, and I know people can fight me on it, but I think that it doesn't make sense to me, like, at all. Like, it's not needed. Like, it's okay to have something exist on a big account and it might feel like it's getting lost, but it's actually not, because the audience is already there. Like, the audience exists on that account. Like, if the account has 1 million followers, out of those 1 million, a quarter of them might see that content, as opposed to you posting on a brand new account with no attribution, no analytics behind it, nothing to inform where that content gets pushed to.
You're kind of starting from ground zero on an account that you don't need to. Just go off the production company house. Like, I see the Bear has the Bear FX on Instagram, which is just clips from the Bear. I feel like maybe a fan page would have been more.
Yeah.
It would add it to the community. I feel like when you're a film or TV show, you have to just rely on the community to build these things, opposed to you trying to curate it yourself, because no one's gonna care. I'm not gonna follow the Bear FX. I might tag them, I don't know if I'll tag them actually. I'll probably just hashtag the bear. Like, what's the
Yeah.
significance of this page? How's this gonna actually bring viewership?
Yeah.
You just round word of mouth around influencers or creators or
Yeah.
critics to promote it, opposed to these social accounts. Because now you're just taking usernames that we just don't need.
And I feel like the only reason why it does work is if that account is basically almost like a community page, like they're reposting community content or they're reposting content that talent have made. And even then, like nowadays, talent will just keep all that content for themselves anyway. Like we work on so many campaigns where we ask talent like, oh, send us any bloopers, send us anything you have.
Yeah.
And they'll just keep it for themselves because they want it to go on their accounts.
Yeah.
They don't want us to take it off them. So what's the point? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're just posting a clip content, and like, that's obviously good because it gets people to watch the show. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. There needs to be something. If you're watching this Seacog team, there needs to be something. That's a team that I work in at work. But yeah, they're probably not going to watch this. But yeah, no, honestly.
We're going to clip them and tag them.
Send it to my head of department. Sabrina has innovative ideas. She's
got some opinions and some notes.
No, honestly, but it is interesting. I think, especially working in that social space and like seeing the back end of how things work, and even just like sometimes we get people they'll set up an account, and they'll want like us to come and like help them get it verified, and I'm like, that we can't do that. That's not our job. Like if you want to set up an account, that's great, but we can support you and we can collab with you, but we can't help you get it verified.
It's definitely an old mindset where we just like the kind of mindset of like we need social media because everyone has social media.
Yeah.
And it's the only way we can connect. But there's other ways to go about it. And like, they're not seeing the clear picture.
You could collab with larger, because the thing is they only show clips of the show. They don't do collabs with larger creators. They don't do anything with the account.
But a lot of it is actually like the activation is like the marketing side of that is different. So I don't know about all companies, but a lot of companies will hire external PR firms to do that, and then what they do is they'll just get the talent to natively post that content on their own pages because that feels more organic. And we're in a real big age right now where like
UGC content is the way forward.
Yeah,
like
basically
user generated content. So like the normal stuff that we post, whether like a day in the life and it's just you, that kind of stuff, or like even just pictures and selfies and stuff.
Yeah, that does so much better. And even like we went to a talk age ago with TikTok, and they do it in the US already, but they're trialing it in the UK, which is basically having like a community back end to like big TV shows and big films, but on the TikTok page. So you know, sometimes like you can like tag like the TV show or tag the film in like the little linky bit above your actual piece of content, if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't. But it's like you have the main piece of content on your feed.
It's where that paid partnership thing that comes up.
So yeah, you've got the paid partnership little sticker, but then and then you've got your copy, and then you might have your username. But in between that, if sometimes you can tag the book, the film, the show.
Yeah.
And TikTok they're already doing it in America, but they're trialing it over here now, which is basically where you can sort of create a community around that platform. So for example, they did it on Bridgerton, I want to say already.
Yeah.
And it's like you can like click through to that little link and it will bring up like where to watch the show. It will bring up like relevant talent who are already on TikTok that you can like click on and go through and
I think I've seen that for TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I did a review on Mission Impossible and they tagged the film.
And then when you click through, it's got a big...
Yeah, or like make you buy tickets for the movie and stuff like that.
Yeah. Didn't they first do that for Doom?
They might have done, yeah.
Doom Part 2.
Yeah, like a big kind of like behind the scenes activation. And
Bro, wait. So I'm doing a review on Mission Impossible and you're putting movie tickets on my video. So you're using me to help yourselves.
Yeah.
And you're not breading me.
No. Yeah. Because I guess I mean I don't know T's and C's behind that, but I suppose like there probably is some kind of clause that's like when you post content you're agreeing to them using it for whatever they want to use it for.
They got me.
Yeah. But I mean like, that's the thing, I guess like it's a catch-22 because people want to post content because they enjoy the process of doing it, but at the same time like you don't know where your content's gonna end up being. Like even like we've been to events with TikTok and like they obviously like they'll pull creators' content to go on their like PowerPoint presentations and their slideshows. And I've seen my friends and be like, oh my gosh, like it's my friend. Like what's she doing on this PowerPoint presentation from TikTok? But it's
it's ours to use. Sabrina, what's the best way to describe what you do? Because I have notes on in terms of like introductions,
like job wise.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say we have
she does it
journalists, arts
all.
and culture journalists,
Yeah.
Sabrina in the building. Is that the best way
I
to
was gonna
describe?
say entertainment journalists.
Entertainment
so
journalists.
Because you do a lot in terms of the entertainment field. So you don't just do like just TV and film. You do theatre as well. You go into the arts a bit more, and you look into print and how like the language is used in that. I mean, you just came back from New Orleans.
Yeah.
We're in New Orleans. Did you get gumbo?
I did eat gumbo.
It's good.
I actually really liked it.
I heard the food's amazing.
It's like, I don't think that much of American food in general, because I think
They do
a
too
lot of
much.
it's just like, a lot of it's like just like big plates, like a lot of salt. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan, but like Southern American, so like like Louisiana, like those southern states, even like Texas as well. Like, I think so because they're so close to the Mexican border. That's an influence, but like the food was so good.
Yeah.
Like, I think, and once we like, and I think every restaurant that we found was recommended to us to go and eat at was good.
Nice.
Like, whether it was like seafood boil, whether it was like traditional, like southern, like comfort food.
Yeah.
We found this like little hole in the wall place called, it was called Heard That. I think Heard That.
Yeah.
And it was, I want to say, by this guy who used to work in a Michelin star restaurant, and then he like stopped and then like created this little like basically like community food space. But when I say it's like a hole in the wall, as in like the shop is so narrow.
Yeah.
Like, you can basically like, you can't, it's like shoulders, and that's basically the space. But it's like really long.
Gets very intimate.
Yeah. And like you can't really eat in. You have to eat like, it's always takeaway.
Oh, okay, fair.
But when we went, I think we ordered, we waited about 20 minutes for our food. But in that time of 20 minutes, there were just people coming and coming and coming, and they were just all regulars.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think that's what like sold it for me. Like, seeing regulars come always sells something for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't want to see tourists. I want to see people that live in the country.
Yeah, confirm it's certified.
Yeah. So that was really good. Yeah, I love the food. I would go back for the food. I would go back to the place that I didn't get to try. There's a restaurant called Morrow's, which is really, really popular. We had lunch there. That was amazing. Customer service also on 10. Like, just a really lovely staff. And then they have a sister restaurant, which is a Caribbean-inspired restaurant called Spicy Mango.
Yeah.
Didn't get to go to that, but we'll go back for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're giving a proper breakdown. Well, welcome to the Outtake Show, the show where we give our outlandish opinions within the TV and movie world. This is episode 73. You've got the host with the most, Yardman Jr. in the building. We've got Mazzavelli in the building as well. Run with me, the silent assassin. We also got Every Day's Back Day, baby.
Oh, wow.
So I got sound effects on here as well. But we do have a guest in the building as well. We've got entertainment journalist Sabrina in the building. Sabrina, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. You actually already gave us your outtake, which I think is a really good outtake. And I actually did not think about that.
Think about it more.
I shall. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. I put 3 stuff on the board on here. We all agreed that is deep.
It's gonna be dense.
So
I'm scared.
Is there something else to talk about before we get into it?
Oh my god, what has been going on in the film and TV world? I feel like my brain just has been a bit.
I think it's been busy. Obviously, I think we're in like, once again, like we're back in the superhero kind of phase of things.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, Superman, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
We
already had Thunderbolts that we just went past.
I really enjoyed Thunderbolts.
It's the blockbuster. It's the blockbuster season right now.
It really is. I'm excited I've not seen Superman yet. I'm excited to go and see it. And Fantastic Four, I'm excited to go see that as well. I think I might wait longer to see Fantastic Four. I'm not as pressed about seeing it immediately, which might sound strange, but I'm just not.
Fair.
I think I realized, because I was looking back at the previous ones, like the 2005 one, 2007 one, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I realized I've actually got a lot of love for those films. I know that they were like mixed reviews by critics when they first came out,
But they're fun.
but I really enjoyed them.
Especially the first 2. I love them.
Yeah.
They was just silly, goofy.
I really enjoyed them, and I think as well, even like, so it's funny because the director is a guy called Tim Story, and he's African American. He at the time of
Fantastic Four.
not
the first one,
not the current, the first one, the original ones. But at the time of like making those films, I believe he was like the first African American director to basically like make a meal in the box office off a superhero film, which is really,
sick.
really cool. But then also you look at his like filmography
afterwards.
Yeah, and he's got like Ride Along, and I'm like, how did we get
Oh
there?
yeah, damn.
But anyway, and he also has like, and he also did Think Like a Man too. So he's got like a really stacked filmography.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm seeing it here.
yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, Think Like a Man, Think
Yeah.
a Man too. The Blackening.
Yeah.
I thought that was alright. Did
Did
he
you?
direct? Did he direct that? Well, I thought
Wait, you
it
saw
was
Magical
fun.
Negroes?
Yeah, I did.
That sounds so random without context.
I mean, but to be fair, I feel like that's like a bit of a kind of a segue from that to that. But yeah,
Magical Negroes.
yeah, you know.
You don't remember?
Do you like that? Magical Negroes
Well,
was trash.
what's the full title?
That film was trash.
The
Magical Negroes.
the American
The Society of
African
Magical Negroes.
Yeah, something like that.
That was trash.
I
was
feel
trash.
like I get what they were trying to do.
He fell in love with a white woman and tried to take over from the guy, the white guy.
Yeah.
What?
That's what happened, no? There was a white girl
Working in the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he was trying to bag her. He was meant to be the magical Negro and help her.
Help
But he
help
fell
the
in
other
love with her.
guy.
Oh yeah, it was help the guy get the girl.
Yeah.
But he wanted
instead
the girl.
Yeah. All got messy. I feel like I get what they were trying to do. I feel like I want some analysis on it because I feel like sometimes people make films for a reason.
There was no reason for this.
Sometimes they just for tax purposes. That could be a reason. Prime Video looking at you.
Oh shit.
No, okay,
You shoot,
sorry.
you know. Let me get the sound effect. Sorry, carry on.
Recently, every single Prime Video, and guys, I love you down. Bring me on tour next time. But every single Prime Video I've seen this year has been a tax write-off. None of them have been good.
What films?
G20.
Oh shit. You know what? Probably
Not too much on my Go Viola, but that was a tax
that
write-off.
was a tax write-off.
Have you seen G20?
Yeah, I did.
What
I
about-
got to go to an early school.
I got a headache. What else on Prime?
I don't even know. And also
My fault. My fault.
My Fault London,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
Fault London. Oh wait, I know what you're talking about.
Those Wattpad books.
Oh yeah,
And they turned them into they changed the crazy
So
times.
those are write-offs.
Prime Video, show us your taxes. What's going on there? Because a lot's happening, and some of it isn't good.
A lot of it's not good. From Prime movies.
I don't understand the vision there, but that's just me. Yeah.
How did we get? We're talking about Fantastic Four.
Sorry, I don't know how we got there.
We're talking about Fantastic Four.
Another segue.
Tim's
Story also has something coming out on Prime Video, and that's The Pickup, which is starring Keke Palmer, Eddie Murphy, Pete Davidson.
Wait, he's directing that?
Yeah.
Freaking hell, bro.
Segue.
So why is he doing?
Wait, that's the horror film.
No,
it's like a heist.
Yeah, it's like a heisty sort of film.
Crime comedy going on.
The other one that came out recently on Prime that was terrible. The Idris Elba, John.
Oh yeah, what is it? The president thing.
Yeah,
John Cena.
Yeah.
Oh shit. They are trying to get ahead on their taxes.
Yeah.
Prime's dropped a lot of trash.
But you know what? If you still want to invite us places, we won't say no. So.
Yeah, Cross was good.
What was good?
I don't know.
Cross. Cross was not good.
No, Cross was good.
Cross was not good.
Why did you enjoy it?
Everyone liked Cross. Cross was not good. It was basically Power.
They're gonna do a series 2.
Shout out to them.
But it wasn't. but it wasn't Power because
Power.
It's based on a book.
As in, it gave me Power feel.
Okay,
Like just the characters are very Power.
I do see what you mean.
I just still can't believe my guy's from Old Spice
I
Ad.
can understand who.
So the one who plays the best friend.
Okay, I didn't watch that much to deep like that. It's the guy that I'm on a horse.
Yeah.
He's in it.
Yeah.
And you lot say it's good. You lot are crazy.
Diversified their portfolios.
Did he?
Yeah, sure.
You did a good job.
I enjoyed Cross. I think it was. I mean, I am a James Patterson fan.
Is that
the book?
So
the
author. And I feel like every so often they try and bring Cross back into sort of the cultural zeitgeist. I remember they did a version of it, a film version ages ago with Idris Elba, and that was decent. But I feel like I have more hope for the series if they get it right, and if they keep on bringing the same level of like momentum to them, that will be good.
Mm.
Also because I want to get invited to the screening again because I went to one last year.
That was good.
And that was good.
That's how we met.
Yeah.
You mentioned Idris Elba. I'm gonna sidetrack a lot before we go into the heavy conversations. Do you guys think he can act? He's picked. If you look at his film discography, he's picked a lot of questionable films.
What's that one? Good Luck Charlie.
Good Luck Charlie.
Good Luck Charlie.
The
TV
DJ
show.
one. Something
Oh
Charlie.
yeah. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I know the one. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like at the moment he's now just picking stuff he just wants to have fun with.
Yeah.
Like he's just having fun.
Yeah.
Because he's also deep in his DJ era. He's just having fun.
Do you think fun or just wants money?
Bit of both.
I think he's doing it so that they can just keep pushing his wife Sabrina Elba's like skincare brand.
Yeah.
She's got a skincare brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have a podcast together as well.
I've never listened to that in my life.
Me neither.
But yeah, no. Yeah, I know. I mean, I think it's great. I think do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. But yeah.
Not the PR response.
Okay.
Do what you love.
I don't
know if you love money.
What was he in? What was that film that he? I know. I can't remember. I can't remember any of what he's been in recently.
Shall I bring out some of his
Yeah.
films?
Is it the Lion
his
one?
films are being very questionable.
Yeah. That,
where
yeah.
you fought the lion?
Yeah, I never watched that.
I watched that with my dad.
What was it? How was it? What did you think?
It wasn't that great.
No.
He
it
picked
was silly,
He picked some questionable. I'm trying to find it in a row. He's been in Sonic. Well, obviously he was part of the Marvel. He was part of Marvel. He played one of the characters in Thor.
In Thor, yeah.
He did the Luther film.
Yeah, he did Luther Midnight Suns. That was called. That was not good.
That was
not good. Okay, so
he's right off.
He's definitely doing it for money. What else do we have?
The last believable thing that I saw him in.
He did Fast and the Furious, the spin-off film.
Oh.
Remember the spin-off film with him and what's the guy's name again? Jason Statham.
What?
He played a bad guy. You guys don't remember that?
I've never seen a Fast and Furious film in my life.
Interesting. Is that done by design or just it never came close?
Actually, I can't lie, it's on camera. I've seen I think I've seen 3. I watched 3 of them on the plane once, and then one of my really good friends is like obsessed with the films, and then like in the cinema she is seated.
Yeah.
She took me once and I fell asleep 20 minutes in. I was like, just don't wake me up, just leave me to sleep. It's okay. And she left me, and I had a great time. I honestly stand by some of the best sleeps you can have in this life are in the cinema.
With bad films.
With any film.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so do you have a friend that's gone? Have a friend that goes to cinema that actually sleeps in the cinema?
I'm the friend.
You just go there to sleep.
Sometimes.
What cinema is the best to sleep in?
Oh dear.
Everyman.
All the kind of sofas and stuff.
Anything that's like an IMAX with like a bigger seat. BFI, but only because I did a film like movie marathon there once, and so I slept. It was like 8 hours. I was gonna sleep. I wore pajamas. I wore a blanket. I slept.
Sleeping in cinema.
I paid £40 to sleep. It was great.
Fair enough.
Sometimes you just need to get away from it all, and sometimes that's the
cinema
way
is
to
the best place to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. So Idris, he picks some horrible films and he can do whatever he wants, to be fair. He picked some solid ones in the past.
To be fair, I'm looking at the screen right now. Hijack, that was a good series. If you ever watched that on
I've watched it.
Apple TV.
It was good, but it was also bad.
Yeah.
As in,
it didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, the cliffhangers, it did what it needed to do to keep you engaged, but I think it did too many cliffhangers where it's like, bruv, just wrap things up. And
did you ever watch Hijack?
Mm-mm.
No.
I think they got season 2 coming out.
Yeah, they have. I can't like. I'm an Apple TV bandit. Like
it's the best streaming site.
Oh my god, I'm going through my Apple TV phase right now.
You?
I just finished watching Murderbot.
Oh yeah, I've heard good things about it.
I loved it.
So yeah.
We were talking about the studio. You need to watch.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, watch the studio.
I've not watched it. I'm currently watching Smoke.
I'm watching Smoke
at the moment. Yeah.
We can't talk about Smoke because I'm not streaming stuff this month to show my love to physical media and the cinema.
But can we get like a top line summary?
Yeah.
Top line summary of Smoke.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Bro.
What are my thoughts?
No, but I told you my thoughts. I didn't say in detail.
It's very intense. It's giving. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I'm not entirely sure who's like on the production side of things, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same team that did True Detective.
Which one?
like the older versions, not
Oh,
like
the first
new,
season,
not
season
the
one.
new ones.
Oh.
It feels very like that, as in like everyone's troubled, everyone's got a secret. She's having an affair, he's having an affair. He wants to pursue big dreams, but he can't do it.
Top
Like,
line.
I mean,
Junior
no,
doesn't know what's going on.
but that's very vague. That's like that's every single drama show going at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Exactly. That's vague.
Here we are.
Top line.
It gives me heart palpitations. I crap you not.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, because like 1 minute I'm chilling, and next thing I know, fire.
Yeah.
Like, there's that disclosure like line where it's like people love to watch a fire burn.
Yeah.
And you know what? It gets you hooked on this show.
Yeah.
You just love watching fire burn. But it's also the most scariest thing.
The smoke is really good. I would want to see, like, I feel like Apple are really good at releasing like BTS of like the shows that they do. I would love to see BTS of that show in particular, whether it was like how they did it all, because I feel like obviously like it's fire, and like are we using like what how are we doing CGI, like what's the vibe here?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if it was physical, that would be like really cool.
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
Pyrotechnics. They're like, because there's just there's so much fire.
Yeah.
And it spreads like crazy. So it'd be really interesting to see how they tried to manifest it in such a safe environment.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the smoke is great. Watch it when you're.
Yeah, when I'm done, I'll watch that.
But how is your physical media?
It's going well. I've been watching a lot of my old videotapes from my childhood. We have like a little loft area. I went in there where I stashed like my old comic books when I was younger. So I found a bunch of videotapes, been watching that. Been going to the cinema a lot more. I actually, me and Maz found a cinema in Brick Lane called Close Up, which I didn't even know about. So I went there, got a membership, like £10, and they do like old films, like French films, Italian films, and they do like one-off, like they do like random screenings. I went to watch a film recently.
There was also like a short for a new film that just recently came out and did a Q&A there.
Yeah.
So like they have loads of random stuff pop up in that space.
And it has like a bar area, a cafe area there. Then with the membership, they have like this library of like DVDs, and with your membership, you can take out 3 films at a time. So I've took out a couple of DVDs from there as well. So it's been going good. Part of my challenge was not to be on social media. I failed that section and ended back on social media. But I haven't streamed any movie, any TV show, which it's been all right. I've been mostly just focused on cinema and physical media. Like I want to buy more DVDs, create like a collection of stuff of films from the past. I watched Lord of the Rings because I have the videotape of it, but I was fuming because now I want to watch The Two Towers and I don't have that, so I need to go go around the internet and like scope out and purchase that as well. Then I need to buy a DVD player as well because I don't have that. So it's like it's little hurdles I have to go over, but it's been good. I've been enjoying it.
Do you find that it's like seemingly more expensive now to buy physical media, or like harder even? Because one of my friends is like really into physical media, so he's part of like the critics circle that does like the awards for like MGM Amazon every year. And he says that they used to get physical copies of every single like film that was like in the nominations, like sent to them in the post.
Okay.
And now they just don't do it anymore.
Oh, probably cost too much now.
Yeah, and he's just like, but I loved like getting the physical copies of these films, but they just don't do it anymore. Like
that's kind of sad. With the membership I have, that's been made it more cost effective, so I can just rent out stuff. I haven't actually
blockbusters, basically.
Yeah, I haven't actually have it been in a scenario where it's the film. I think if it was like, okay, Sinners is gonna be on DVD, on Blu-ray, I'm sure that's gonna cost quite a lot, and it's gonna be kind of limited as well. And I'm sure that because it was such a good film, people really loved it. Probably it's gonna sell out quickly. I remember when Oppenheimer came out on DVD, that was like it was a hurdle to get that because it only had a limited amount.
That's so interesting.
And like,
but I guess that is like that's the thing. Like even with vinyl is interesting, obviously, because like it wasn't having a resurgence, so they were printing a lot less, and it was expensive to print. And then now it's like everybody wants vinyl. They can't keep up with demand. Like I've got like a I've got like a Tinashe Tinashe. How do you
Which
say
one?
Tinashe.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
it
like
Aquarius?
Zimbabwean name.
Yeah.
Is it
Tinashe.
Aquarius?
But you know that like I feel like Americans say like
Tinashe. Yeah, but
Tinashe.
they're saying it wrong. It's Tinashe.
It's Tinashe.
It's
To be fair, I
Tinashe.
should know that.
Is it Aquarius?
It's no, it's not Aquarius.
Oh god,
It's the album after.
CD.
It's the album after Aquarius.
Oh.
But it's like a limited edition vinyl. It's like half orange and half brown. It looks really beautiful.
Oh, cool.
I back ordered it because I was like, I love this album. I want like a nice version of it.
Yeah.
And it's just not available. And like I paid like £40 for it, but it's on back order, and they keep saying when they print more, we'll send it out. And I'm like, it's been 2 months.
Yeah,
like,
how long do I have to wait for
are they
this?
ever gonna print more? But they're like, if they haven't got the demand, it doesn't come in enough to make it worthwhile for them to print just a single vinyl. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, because I heard it's like, I remember I heard talks about with Adele when she, normally what you have to do, the artist has to like pre-book getting their prints of the vinyls done way in advance.
Yeah.
Because I think there's, apparently, I don't know if it's true or not, so don't fact check me on it, but it's like, there's only like one factory that is able to produce, in the UK, if I'm not mistaken, to produce vinyl. So I can imagine them getting a bunch of orders, like you have to kind of have to wait your turn.
Yeah, a lot of them are like, done out of house. But yeah.
That makes sense as well, because when I went to go see Nia Archives, there was an option to get it on CD or vinyl, and so it must have been a situation where, because it's ticketed as well when you were getting your ticket, there was a certain amount of vinyls
that
you could actually purchase.
Yeah. Nia Archives is great.
Banging. Can't wait to see her again.
Are you seeing her at All Points?
Yeah.
Look at the connection there. But yeah, for physical media, it's been good. Like I know after this challenge, I'll be watching streaming stuff again, but I'm still gonna be embracing like physical media, and any films that I really love, I'm gonna make sure that I buy a physical tape of it, so I have that where I can watch at any moment and any time.
What will be the first platform you get back?
It's gonna go straight to Apple Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care about Netflix like that. Netflix is just there. I've got Apple Plus, and I'm gonna go watch Smoke, seeing you guys have talking so highly of it.
It's so good.
What's your favorite platform at the moment?
It's gotta be Apple Plus.
Really?
Yeah, like I wasn't really into it that much, and then what was the first? Was that Leo Woodinall show?
Who, Leo?
Leo Woodinall.
From One Day.
You're talking about
One Day. Yeah, that guy.
You're talking about that.
Hold on, I'm gonna have a look.
Prime. Is it called Prime?
Yeah,
Target.
Prime.
Prime Target.
Yeah. Prime Target.
With the numbers.
Yeah. So like that got me into it, and then I was like, oh, like I mean, I don't know if I really liked it that much, but I'm gonna start exploring.
Yeah.
It because it was fun. Like it was interesting to see that side.
Severance. Severance is cold.
Yeah, but like because everyone else is hyping it up, I need my own time to like enjoy it rather than hearing everyone else's opinions.
Maybe you should just do it now, because I feel like now it's like it's done for series 2, so you'll have that. There'll be a gap between that and the next series.
Yeah,
and I feel like it'll be a nice chance. Like, I mean, you won't have to suffer like the rest of like the last 2.
Yeah, you don't know how people that watched season 1 and we had to wait. You know, I'm mad that my Mrs. Toby just decided to start watching Severance, and she watched it when season 2 came out. So she literally got to watch the last episode of season 1 and said, "Oh, season 2."
That's sometimes why I wait. When I hear stuff's being renewed and I want to start watching it, I'll just wait, because even like there's a show called Foundation, and that's just had its 3rd season on Apple TV, and I remember hearing that it was going to go.
Wait, is that a sci-fi?
Yeah,
I heard about that. Yeah.
It's really, really good, but I think it's not got a massive following behind it.
But I've been, you know what? I feel like the people that are into Apple Plus,
they will watch it.
They'll put you on. Like I've been seeing it on my FYP because I've been on it now.
Yeah.
And so I've been seeing Foundations come up a lot, and I'm like, I'll see, because I just finished Murderbot. I needed time to just take a beat, because that's a really sci-fi heavy show.
Yeah.
I think as well, because I like it because at the moment the filmography is still quite small. So it's like there's not that much option, which is actually quite nice, because it gives you like a chance. And like I think, but the option that they do have is very diverse. It's like you've got a lot of sci-fi, you have a lot of thriller, you have like also like obviously there's like films as well,
but
and the comedy, and it's very, the range is good. And also it's quality,
but the narrative across all of them is very clear.
Yeah,
you can't just sit there and be like, I have no idea what's going on. Like, it's very clear.
I hope it stays like that. I feel like at some point they might jump and add a lot more stuff, and it might get clustered.
I don't know. I think because obviously, I mean, I think for a long time people were saying that Apple saw like Apple TV Plus as like sort of like a pet project because it's like they made so much money off of tech anyway. They were just like, let's just launch a production company and like or streaming service and see kind of what we can do with it. And obviously, I guess like having so many big names involved, you know, like your Ben Stillers, your Owen
Wilson.
Wilson.
Wilson. Good TV show
Like,
called
you know,
Stick.
obviously, with the golfing show.
Yeah, that was
And
good.
then obviously like Adam Sandler and all that. Obviously, all the people who are involved behind the scenes that want to make quality content and don't want to maybe tend to themselves in the content anymore as much, and they're happy to let other people be the front of the show and they're behind like pushing money forward.
Yeah,
and
even
making
what's
things...
it? Prime Target. That's a Scots Free production. Like a lot of it isn't just like all Apple originals. Like Murderbot was a Paramount production. Prime Target was another one, and it's just like really interesting to see they're acquiring these shows that are amazing, but you know otherwise would not have had the funding for distribution.
Yeah, that's good though. It seems like they're kind of supporting creatives, I guess.
Yeah.
And letting them do their thing.
Keep doing your big one, Apple, and invite me to all the events.
Yeah.
Speaking of platforms that that support creatives, let's talk about ones that don't support creatives. Let's talk about Black British entertainment.
That's a big question.
So I put this down just because there was a during the BAFTAs so a person, I can't remember the name, that's probably I remember the name, but they won the award. I think it was a black creative won an award at the BAFTAs, and he did a speech, and during his speech he was talking about how black creatives, especially in the UK, have been defunded, and it's very hard for us to actually get in the forefront. So I wanted to list this down because I remember during the Black Lives Matter movement, there seemed that there was a lot of investment into black British entertainment. We got a bunch of different TV shows. We got Borders. We got Dreaming While Black, and we got countless others. Even Channel 4 did they did Back to Front, which was a program where they were putting a lot of investment into content creators and having them have their own shows.
It was like a day, it wasn't like a full day of like black content.
Yeah, I think ZZ Mills had a talk show. There was countless other. I think Mo Gilligan had something involved in there as well. But then these last 2 years, it seemed like a lot of those stuff have been kind of like pushed aside, been cancelled.
And the black talent stuff, especially for Channel 4, has now just gone online.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like strategy, because like a lot of these companies want to reach an under 35 audience, and traditionally, well, more than ever, under 35s don't sit and watch linear TV. Like if you ask 10 of your friends how many of you own a TV and how many of you watch like satellite channels, like, you know, like your BBC One, BBC Two, ITV, like how many actually watch it on the actual TV?
Yeah.
Probably half of them will say, I don't. I watch it via an app. I watch it on demand. Like I watch it with a Fire Stick or whatever. So I feel like because of that, the pivot like to like YouTube and to other platforms,
YouTube has made a huge rise on.
But I think it's about that's interesting, but I think it depends on the quality of
the content,
because we can see, especially like for example with Apple Plus TV was on like actual channels, people would actually go and watch it. And I think, for example, HBO's Industry, they're currently doing the new season, but like you saw how excited people were once the BBC acquired that. And like it wasn't a situation where people were just watching it on BBC iPlayer. People were actually watching it in linear moment, right?
Which is not great for the BBC. Guys, don't do that.
But like it's just like interesting to see that.
Yeah, it definitely is.
So like it depends. And like when I was in uni and we were learning about the way in which behavioral patterns towards watching or consuming media is happening, it was a big thing where it's like it depends on the type of viewer you want to attract. Because if you have a FOMO based viewer, the fear of missing out, because everyone is having the water cooler conversation, now you're forcing yourself to watch this in real time, so then you can join in the conversation. But now, because these third spaces where the water cooler conversation are now depleting, so the workspace or the coffee shop or like the clubs and all of that are actively depleting. Because
I'm sorry, who's in the club chatting about severance?
I do it in the smoking area. I won't even be smoking. I'll just be there in the smoking area catching a breath, yapping. Love it.
Did you see last episode?
But like, it will be a situation, or even in the girls' toilet. I'm that person. It will be a situation where these spaces are no longer existing, so that type of FOMO audience is depleting.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
that is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think and I guess that means that there is a move to them. These spaces, then being like online. Like, like people doing like recaps, like, or going live to recap Love Island every night and stuff like that. And that's when the spaces become sort of like in the like metaphysical, even though they're not physical.
So then that comes into like dual watching, where you're like watching it in live time and then also being on social media at the same time.
Yeah.
Commenting away as you're watching it.
That literally used to be when I used to watch UK Love Island. I don't watch it anymore. But when Twitter was still good and British. I used to love doing that. I would say at 9 p.m. in the summer, no one talked to me. I have to be in my house because I cannot miss what will happen on Twitter when Love Island comes.
The memes were sensational.
It was emotion. It was, when everyone community, I don't know what's the word. When everyone got together collectively, I say community, that's crazy. Click that. When everyone got together and like reacted to a show in real time was like a moment, which I think is kind of gone down. Especially, I think in the UK maybe mostly because I think White Lotus probably has that type of feel for Americans.
Sort of. I feel.
But I feel like it has the film. I feel like it has the sentiment across the board though, because I think they time it really well. Like I'm like 90. No, I think actually no, I'm a liar. I think the last kind of thing I feel like that collectively united like us and the Americans for the same time zone was when they used to do Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I remember
that was the last time.
It'll be on at like 1 a.m. or something, or like midnight or something stupid like that in the UK. So that would be coming on the same time as the US. And I remember being at my ex's house and we'd like have to like be up at like some stupid time to watch it. So we could like watch it like in real time basically and not get any spoilers because we hated the fact that you like the next day
as soon as you went on socials, it was everywhere.
Yeah, because Sky Now had it come out in the UK like the day after or the day before.
Literally.
Oh, getting bare phone calls. So I won't answer it.
Thank you, Junior. Really appreciate that. But like in terms of like Black British TV and film, we're like also seeing a decline, not in viewership, because there's shows that people are genuinely wanting to watch, and then they're just getting cancelled.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because also like your publication kind of explores like the Black British entertainment space.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because sometimes I think I exist in a bit of an echo chamber, and actually I was talking to a friend about this yesterday because we went to yesterday we went to go and see a play at the Bush Theatre, which is one of my favourite theatres in the entire world. Which is actually quite a broad thing to say, maybe not the entire world because I've not travelled the whole entire world yet, but yeah, at the moment like I love the Bush, and we went to see a play there, and I remember basically saying to her like I was like I was like, sometimes I feel like I do myself a bit of a disservice because if a play feels like too like quote unquote white, I'm like, I don't want to go and see it. But she was like, no, because like there's a play at the moment on and it's called Till the Stars Come Down, and she's like, it's the best play you'll see like this month, I guarantee it. And I was like, oh really? And she was like, trust me, you will love it. So now I'm gonna go see that. But that's like a quote unquote white play. And I feel like I see a lot of, I think because of the work that I do, like even at my day job, like oftentimes I'd ask to get put on Black content. So I worked Borders series 2, Dreaming Whilst Black series 1 when that first came out. I begged to be put on that for like a social, like and was like a social junior on that. When the rap game comes every year, I ask to get put on that just because I love the content, and I think sometimes it's
also really important to have someone work on that is
reflective of
the culture. Because one of the big things that I used to get, and I won't say exactly what, was that would have a handful of creatives, and then the topic would be like Black Girl Magic, for example. Where's the black girl? Where is the magic?
Where's the magic?
You like that cat
Where
meme?
or where?
Where? And then it's like, okay, so you don't have to have a black girl, but maybe having someone black who understands the black experience.
Yeah.
Someone who's of mixed race heritage who understands the black experience. So how are we doing the black girl experience or black girl magic when you actually have no idea about it?
Yeah.
And then you can completely go left.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's like the danger of, I guess, like, living in that space. But then also as well, there is, to be confrontational, there is that thing of like, not everyone experiences their blackness in the same way.
It's not monolithic.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes it can also be potentially a stressor for some, and I never minded being in this space because I wanted to be in those spaces. I wanted to be that voice in that room when there potentially wasn't going to be another black voice or a voice of color in the space. But I think sometimes, like, you can also have that other side where it's like you're inviting someone into space, but actually they've not been a part of that experience or had the experience or knowing, or almost like the experience is not something that they know, so they can't speak to it in the same way. And I think that also can create a level of like dissociation. So I think it's difficult, but I think in terms of Black British TV, I think the pacing is good. I just think at the moment, I think it almost doesn't feel like, I don't know if I'm like wrong or right to say this, crucify me if I am, I don't know, but I almost feel like the picking up of content that is specifically black is one issue itself, but I think the wider issue is set in the fact that there's no budget anymore in these spaces.
It's just no budget in general for like British film and TV, and it's been a big problem since austerity cuts. And so it's definitely affected a lot of people staying in the space, let alone being in it.
Like I know so many people that have like wanted to pursue careers in film and TV and have been in the career space for like 3, 4, 5 years and then left to go and do something in tech because they're just like, I can't see progression in this space. Or like, we've been pushing to get this one product over the line for 3 years and it's just not happening. And I just don't see it for myself anymore, so I'm not going to stay in it, which is like valid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's hard when you're pushing so hard and there's just the budget isn't there, or they don't believe in the actual script itself. And I think that happens across the board, and I think it does actually take production companies to step out in faith and like be like, actually, let's see how this goes. And I think obviously, like, with the recent announcement as well that Daniel Taylor Lawrence, what's the way his
Daniel Taylor, I don't know who it is.
The way around. He directs Borders.
Okay.
He's the
he
writes Borders, I should say, rather.
He's got a deal in it.
He's
doing another show.
Yeah.
He plays Gus too. So the writer and creator of Borders recently has been announced that he has a deal with the production company Studio Lambert that make Borders to do more content with him. So I think that's a positive sign for like the community in the space. But obviously, once again, it is a thing of like,
he needs to make sure that it's good quality stuff that people are worthy of watching beyond just the black audience.
And I think so that's also the hard thing, because it's like sometimes you want to make something that speaks to the black experience, and that is amazing, but then it's like people tell you that's too niche, we haven't got the numbers, you know, we're doing 35,000 on just the black experience, but if you were to adapt your script and to make it more widely appealing, we're doing 135,000, and what's going to get recommissioned? So I think it's annoying because it is such a strategic thing, but also I do really applaud the production companies and the commissioners and the talent agents that actually say like, let's go out on a limb and let's make this and let's actually see what happens. And I think a lot of that also does start from like commissioning shorts and commissioning pilots and just having the sort of strength to say, I want this on my slate for the year. And I think a lot of people are doing that, which is really good, but I think it is still really hard. And I do think sometimes as well it's difficult because I think sometimes we have all this content that is like white content, and like whatever it is, it gets so widely accepted, and it's just like it can be terrible, but it might still run for 3 seasons.
But is that to do with the audience as well? Because I feel like you mentioned short films, but I feel like do Black British people watch short films? And I'm not, and I don't mean, of course we watch short films, but I mean the average person average Black person, British person that may watch a movie or two, may go cinema like once a month. Would they know about a short film or these TV shows that are coming out?
This goes back to like the conversation of accessibility. Like when we start talking about how people consume media or like have media knowledge, it's knowing where to consume it or having access to it. And a lot of people don't know. So I think that activations, like out of house activations, are a great way of doing that. But it's like money again. And out of home activations are the most costly thing.
But is it money? I think this end up unless I'm going to the other topics of the second one, but like content creators, like movie content creators that are in the field, even the micro ones like ourselves that have like 1 or 2 people or have like a smaller fan base. If you're attaching us to these projects or letting us know about these projects, keeping us aware about these projects, we can be the ones to find the people that are like don't know about these things and kind of like gravitate them, make them more self-aware about these projects.
So we are seeing a push for micro influencers just in general. But ultimately, a lot of the heads of social media spaces, when they start thinking about that, the first thing they think about is reach and impressions. So they ideally would want to go for someone larger, and these are the type of people that are most likely just to show up, not really have a conversation about it, and say like, you can watch shorts on BBC iPlayer, or you can watch these really amazing shows on BBC iPlayer, or like make a little skit about it, or like you don't really get that. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm watching this and that's
tick and done, and that's I do think that is a lot. I think it is I do think it's also about like having that like genuine passion for something as well that actually helps in the long run, like you kind of said. Like I think there's a very big difference in a content creator who has a big following, but actually the following has nothing to do with film and TV, so why are they involved in this project?
It's the number one debate.
It's just the numbers. And then you have a content creator who might be half the following, but actually genuinely engages in
has your target audience.
Film and TV content. But then it's like, do you want to reach potentially already reach target audience, or are you trying to reach a new audience that actually might care about fashion and lifestyle? But this content creator has said, hey, you should go and watch Superman because in it there's some amazing looks, and that's what gets people in seats.
I think also, like, what was it? Wicked was a great example where we got to see these large creatives perfectly market how to get hone audiences that may not have wanted to watch it. Yes, we have Ariana Grande, but like sometimes that wouldn't have been the selling point for people. So you're seeing them doing makeup looks with brands that they've collabed with, like getting ready to go to the red carpet.
When I feel like it was like the Barbie effect, where like every single brand that could have possibly have been our brand was somehow involved in Wicked. Dr. Pawpaw, what were you doing being involved in Wicked?
That lip balm slapped though.
You make lip balm. Why are you involved? Like, no, but you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'm like, I get it. Like, it makes sense. Obviously, it's like to boost their brand, because I think as well, people were so like cultish. They wanted like any little thing that was attached to the brand or to Wicked as a brand. They wanted to, like, people were collecting like the weirdest things, like things like bath. Like, I mean, bath bombs obviously a big one. Like, I mean, Lush obviously always will do like their big things, activations with whatever brand is. But just like to see like things like bath bombs, lip balms, even like certain like drinks brands, like like Robinsons had like the sparkly pink. Who is drinking that?
The one that I've been seeing recently, which is going to be a bit of an off-topic one, is Fantastic Four, they've gone crazy with the marketing, because why are you using HM Revenue is now using Fantastic Four for ads? I saw that for jobs.
Really?
Yeah, stretching yourself to like being flexible, stretching yourself to be flexible when finding the job search or whatever. I've seen G-Shock watches. I've seen necklaces. Junior saw this. It's just it's everywhere, and I'm thinking this is so weird because some of it doesn't make sense. Why am I HM Rev? Come on now.
That's another thing that I hate as well. Brands that don't have any business being out of people's business, stay out of it. Get out of here. I'm so sorry. The current trend that I actually despise, you know, people when I get on the plane and they're like, oh, how many brands can be in my DMs before I land?
Yeah, I tried that.
Pack it up.
That did not work.
Junior,
Epic fail. Epic fail.
No, because you know what it is? Because my thing is this. I feel like if they do it and it's like, how many brands can be in my DMs to do something? But it's like, when the brands are in your DMs, what are they in, or in your comments? Like, what are they there for? And I feel like back in the day, it used to be a big, massive deal when a brand would like comment on your post. It meant that you it meant that you were going to get something free. You were going to get free food or free products or whatever. But now it's just like the brands are in there beefing with you. I'm like, why am I seeing Home Bargains beefing or like making fun of
about Love Island?
Like,
why are you yapping about Love Island?
This is not your job. Focus on the clothes. Focus on the Home Bargains.
Yeah, that's the issue. That goes back to our conversation about like corporations and brands now now entering the social media space, and they're trying to be quote unquote hip with everything and thinking just anything is good for promotion. Any form of engagement is good engagement. So it has probably like a young teenager behind socials just giving quote unquote like Gen Z like type of wording to like interact with people.
It's us two. It's literally us
two. You lot both Gen Z?
Yeah.
I'm outnumbered.
Honestly, because I think for me it's a case of like, I think maybe this is like my brain like kicking in from like the work that I tend to do. But like, we aren't even allowed to like comment on like, oh no, we can do comments, but obviously within reason. Like we would never be able to jump into a funny meme trend and like kiki in the comments with people, because that's not on.
Yeah, like the clients, or especially the heads anyway, would be fuming.
That's not what we are paid to do. Like, that's not the job. And so I feel like, and even like, obviously, like, this is complete segue once again, but with this whole law, the thing about the Coldplay show and Chris Martin and the couple when they were having the affair and it all got found out.
It always comes back to this.
Then you see brands involving themselves into that stuff.
Like even like I saw Prime Video.
You're lying.
Did a clip from Power, and is, I can't remember what's the main guy called, the main Power man.
Oh shit! What is his name?
I haven't even watched that show in years.
St. James.
Ghost.
What's his?
Ghost.
Yeah. So it was
Ghost, and the woman he cheated on.
Yeah.
Shit, that's funny.
It was them.
Oh, Amazon Prime did that.
Yes.
Oh, maybe it's because part of Lionsgate. Because Lionsgate is part of Prime. I don't know what. Wait,
it's more likely Lionsgate. If it is Lionsgate, it's most likely like Lionsgate is messy, and I love it.
At least I'm sure it was Prime. If it wasn't Prime, I'm sorry to Prime, but I'm pretty sure it was Prime that I saw.
No, it probably was Prime. I think Lionsgate is on Prime.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But legit, like posting that, and then the comment, and then the comment was basically about you and the woman you're cheating with, and people in the DMs like, oh, like,
that's messed up.
You're so early for this. Like, oh, like, that's so messy. Like, why are you involved in this conversation? And I'm like, it is true. I'm sorry. Like, as a brand, like. But anyway,
stay out of this business.
Exactly.
Do your business. Do your business, and we do our messy stuff. Don't try to interfere with our messy stuff. And I think that's the social media has now become be as transparent as possible, and brands are trying to jump in that wave and be like, oh, we're trying to be relatable by saying we know what's going on as well, so we're gonna attach ourselves into it and do these funny memes. It's happening so much now that it's now become a cringy thing where it seems now we can clearly see this as a tactic to boost more eyes and more viewership onto wherever you're trying to promote, which is coming nasty. Like I've seen like with Superman's doing his marketing, and now I'm seeing him do the trendy meme stuff that we will do on TikTok on there. So you know the trend where it's like someone goes on screen and says, oh, my boyfriend has a comic book collection that I want to show you. They had the cast of Superman do that, and they'll come on the person will come on and say, hey, Superman's gonna be out next week, make sure you get your tickets, type of stuff. And it's now becoming, you're being a part of a joke that we never invited you to be part of. You're sitting on the table busting jokes with us, where it's like, no, like, be on that side of things. And I feel like we're gonna get more of this, and it's gonna get to a point where it gets to a melting pot, and then it's gonna go all out, and now we're no longer gonna find stuff as entertaining as we once did, because everyone is trying to be a part of the joke, when it's like, there needs to be some form of barriers.
Yeah.
But would we get barriers? I don't think that's ever gonna happen now. I think it's open for everyone to jump in.
But then it goes back to our main point of like where we have influencers and critics, and how the spaces, especially for us, like we get to see on both sides. I think for me and Junior, it's weird because we're both content creators and critics, but seeing how like you're almost having to struggle to be in the space because you're competing with larger influencers and stuff like that. Is this a good thing for the film space?
I think it was always inevitable that it was gonna become really merged, because I think it's nowadays, like you said earlier, like your Instagram or your social media service is like your portfolio, so it's really hard to separate the two. And I think only people that have managed to do that are like more or less like very established, like text based and like physical, like magazine based journalists, because their job is like writing, and it's a bit harder to kind of promote like something written on a physical page than it is like something posted on the internet. And that's very different. And I feel like also like having that like sort of, it's once you're established, you haven't got to post as much, but you know, those who know you, and you don't need to like do all the massive amounts of promotion, and it makes life a lot easier. But I do think it's impossible to not merge the two, because like if you're like chronically online and you like the trends, or you want to just share the content that you've been to see, or that you've encountered, and you're using a trending sound, it's already going to happen naturally anyway. Like, so I think it's really difficult to kind of separate the two, and I think I'm okay with that. But yeah, I'm okay with that, because I think you kind of have to be, almost. Like, I think it's really hard to not be okay with that, because that's where we're at.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I think it's very interesting to see how the spaces have changed. Like, for us, it's not been huge, because we've only, I'd say like a year into it, started to really see the space. But we are starting to see how competitive it is in terms of like seeing influencers and creators there. Because what you'll see sometimes is like, sometimes you'll go to a screening, it's not going to be the best film, but like, as at least for me as a critic, I'm going to do my best to critique it as best as possible and respect the people who've put the work into it, because that's someone's work. But some content creators and other influencers will literally just be like, it's an event, I need to go there, get my pictures, and then just leave. And then what you actually get in terms of the screening is a bunch of empty seats.
That happens quite a lot. I guess my gripe with it, I don't really have a gripe with it, because I can't complain, because it's like it kind of is what it is. It shouldn't be, but it is what it is, because they're gonna look at numbers and they see this person got a huge amount of field. I guess it's difficult because we can't do the same, as in like we can't go to like the fitness content creators and go to like one of the run clubs. They're not gonna invite us because we're movie people. But the run club people can probably come to a movie event because they've got the numbers, or they've got a certain following to be like, you know what, let's bring this run club person in because they got the numbers. So it's like we're kind of stuck in this niche, because we're stuck in this niche because this is the content we make within this niche. But people that run the higher ups within this niche are gonna find people outside of that niche and kind of put more eyes on them. Which is annoying, but I hate to complain about it, because like you're just shouting at the moon, and it's like they're not gonna react to it. They're not gonna do anything
like
about
a really weird thing. It's like screaming into an empty void.
It's like all we can do really is just build our engagement and build more of a community.
I do think it's about authenticity as well, and I think a lot of brands do see that, like, and a lot of people, and I think like there are always people watching. I think that's the thing that I think I've learned so much over the years. Like, even when you're posting, you never actually know who's seeing the things you're posting.
I think that's one thing we always kind of like sidetrack and forget. Is that like people are genuinely invested in you, because sometimes at least from our perspective, and I used to do a lot of like analyzing like media consumption. So for me, when I'm seeing, oh, I've only got 400, I'm not forgetting that that's
a lot of people.
That's a whole theater of people, and like that's a lot, and you're reaching a lot of people. But I'm like thinking in my head like that's nothing, or like, but it's 400 people who are going out of their day, even if it's like 1 second going out of their day to consume your content, and that says something. And it's just very weird to grapple that relationship of sometimes people are watching you and are actually feeling that you have a passion for something and are going to put you on.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, I remember the first time someone who I didn't know was like, I think we at a screening, and she was like, oh, like, I've seen like one of your videos, like, you're this person. And I was like, I don't know you. And she was like, yeah, but I follow you. And I was like, don't do that. But I was like, wait, no, actually, no, do that.
Do that.
Like, do that. Like, what? So like, it's I think people need to, think about it in that terms, and it won't feel so like weird and small. And also as well, like, it also, like, the whole thing of like, it only takes one person to see content, and then that one person can message you and say, oh, hey, come and do this panel, or hey, come and come to this event, or hey, come and do this, and that's the way it works, literally.
It's definitely
But anyway,
points of that person.
going back to the first question, what is the last Black British TV show you watched, or one that you want to watch?
Hold on, let me go on my BBC iPlayer.
Black British.
I don't want to make it sound like an ad, but it actually is like
Black British. I don't know, you know. Last thing that I watched.
Yeah, or something that's upcoming.
What's coming upcoming that I don't know if it's Black British though.
What is it?
My Father's Shadow.
Yeah.
That's Black British.
Technically.
It's set in Nigeria as well.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah,
what's the director's name? Cause I'm gonna mess up his name. It's Davis.
Davis
Because
Jr.
he did a event in Somerset House where he played a bunch of short films. Yeah, Sampha was there. It was literally a bunch of short films. And then he had like a band just playing the music for it, and it was beautiful. And it was all like sat down on the ground just watching it, and it was like short films of different people's lives, and it was like a documentary because they got to enter their lives and just film them. So they filmed the wedding, they filmed the funeral. It was Jamaican culture, so it was like the 9-night. And then it ended off with like a birth, like a couple giving birth to their daughter, I believe. And it was such a beautiful thing to experience. And I was like, this is a creative that I'm gonna be following for a very long time and seeing all the stuff. So like My Father's Shadow did well in Cannes, got positive reviews. So that's a film that I'm really looking forward to.
I think that's coming like I think they said maybe like Augusty kind of time.
Okay.
Like even maybe later. I'm not sure.
I think it might, because like, was it, to go off topic, but Harrison Dixon's film is coming out in October, so it might be around
they pushed
that
it.
time.
Yeah. What film was that?
Pitch House just bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I heard good things about that film, to be fair.
I think for me, there's been a film that I like going and watching what's coming up on film festivals.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of the stuff that I'll keep an eye out, especially from Berlin Film Festival. And luckily I was able to join a like art curated collective night where the director was there. But Dreamers, which is going to be at the London Film Festival this year. So I'm really excited about that one. And the story premise is basically like, despite being very straight, I enjoy seeing queer stories of love because they depict them in such a deep, yearning way.
Yeah.
And I don't think the heteronormative lens doesn't really do that that much. So it's a really like heartfelt story of two lesbians in a asylum seeker center.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it's interesting.
That's very interesting.
That does sound really good. I do think like sometimes when I go to London Film Festival, I don't make as much of an effort as I should to watch like some of the quote unquote like smaller titles, because they're not small. They're made to London Film Festival. They're big. But I don't do that. When I remember last year, I made an effort to watch like for every one film that was like English language, I had to watch 2 films that weren't. And that like served me so well because I think I got to like I then learned about a whole range of different films and like a whole range of new like directors and producers, and that was really fun. So I want to make more.
What was one that you liked?
Oh, see, now you're testing me. That was ages ago. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to like look it up and find out. My phone's over there. It's fine. I'll tell you afterwards.
Yeah.
But I think that was actually really like, a good thing to be able to do. Actually, I mean, I don't think I watched this at London Film Festival, or maybe I did. But there was a film called On Becoming a Guinea Fowl.
Oh
yes, that was
My
at
partner loves that
LFF.
film.
Yeah, I really loved that. That was great. And then obviously then the actor Susan Chardonnay won a BIFA afterwards.
Nice.
So yeah, that was really cool, and I think that was obviously like dual, like it was dual dialogue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that was really cool, and I think I never probably would have watched that. I never would have really watched it before. I don't think so anyway. But obviously I think making the F actually served me really well, and I got to see a bunch of films that I would never have normally watched. Also, I actually made use of the player and watched a bunch of shorts. I think like, you're so busy like running around like trying to see all the actual like galas and all the like in-person screenings, you forget that actually that there's a whole bunch of stuff on the actual player that you can watch.
Yeah. That was sick.
Yeah.
When I discovered BBC iPlayer had a bunch of shorts on there, I kind of binged a few of them on there. That was pretty cool.
And I also think like, also guys, like YouTube is a great platform to find shorts. So like
Minute Shorts as well was a really good platform.
Yeah. I heard they just did a deal.
What Minute Shorts?
Yeah.
So like
I think some of the shorts are now showing in airplanes now.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I think it was American Airlines.
Yeah, it's American Airlines.
Yeah. That's sick.
I think the most recent one that I really like is Take Collective acquire a lot of short films and then distribute them on platforms like YouTube.
People are doing really good work.
The one that I really liked was Essex Girls.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah.
And it's now
that to be a
available on
TV
YouTube
series.
for you to watch.
They should make that into a TV series.
I absolutely loved it because it kind of tapped into a part of myself that I almost forgot existed. And also it's a period piece. Like you've got to love a period piece.
Yeah.
That was good. I feel like people yearn for nostalgia, which just sounds silly to say, but like because like those two things mean the same thing. But like they yearn for like things that have gone, and I feel like also like we're in like a big time of like people love to reflect on like those moments and pick apart like what things were like back then, and like what they as opposed to what they're like now, when you know like a time where it was like the flip phone and the Nokia and the brick and all this stuff, and like girls had like slick back buns with dead straight like bangs,
and then the tutus and
like, all
the Paul's Boutique bags.
I used to love my Paul's Boutique bag. I think I begged for that when I first got it. But it was blue. I remember that. But yeah,
Nice.
like stuff like that. I think is so interesting. I think Black British TV, a lot of it does stem from like the works done in film and in like shorts and like stuff coming. And I think there are directors who are really pushing. And also like I think a lot of like self-funded projects. I think about these account people called the Rom-Com Guys. I think they're called. They make a lot of like short like projects, like mostly based around like Black love and rom-coms and stuff like that.
Nice.
And they're really pushing for that as well. But also like in the Black British TV space, you have like Black British docs as well. Like really recently, I went to a Q&A at Rain Dance Festival. Was it Rain? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was Rain Dance. Yeah, Rain Dance, and that was to introduce the new cohort of just released films for the Netflix documentary fund.
Yeah.
And one of them was a Black guy who basically had done a documentary about like post reflections of 2020. And the Black protester that carried the white protester on like his shoulders away from the crowd. That was, about that.
Yeah.
And then that was an initial reflection. And then in the doc, they got together a former like neo-Nazi basically,
Oh shit.
and this like Black like pro BLM was it person?
Activist?
Yeah, there we go, that's the word. Activist. And basically sat them down and had them chat about like their experiences. Like, you know, why did you decide to leave the community that you were in? Why do you believe in BLM? Like, and it was really good. And I had an interview with the director, and God forgive me, it's still not live, but it should be live because I'm working on it. But like we spoke a lot about like how he wanted to develop that to be something more like either a longer series of like films around like looking at the differences, like very stark differences in like beliefs and cultures, or whether it was like a longer extended film looking at like the rehabilitation of people in like far right kind of spaces and what that looks like for them, because obviously that's a really interesting space that you don't really hear a lot about. I mean, you hear about it, but you don't really hear that much about it. Like you hear about people who are in the space, and you might see like a small feature of them like on the news, like, oh, I used to be, but now I'm not anymore. But it's like, what does it actually mean to live your life no longer in that space?
Because it's like re-tapping, it's literally re-tapping your mind out of a cult.
Yeah, literally.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. And like the guy was saying that basically like the reason why he left was because eventually his wife was like, it's me or them, and he chose them. He chose them, and obviously then like they reaffirmed him and like, yeah, but you don't need her anywhere, you're fine without her, you've got us, and then eventually kind of realized actually that this wasn't a good space for him to be in, because they were out one day and something was happening and he went to defend this black man and they were like, what are you doing, like why are you defending this black man? And he was like, because that's the right thing to do. And then he realized actually he shouldn't be where he was, and he left, and now he's like trying to train people to come out the other side of it. And that was interesting, and that's why once again by a black British director. And I think there's also so much space in that as well, in documentaries and funding. So people, you know, like Netflix, who are doing the back end to support like documentary makers. And I think the films are available on YouTube. There's like, I think there's 5 of them, but they're also diverse. Like there's obviously like he's the black director, but there's like other directors from other parts of like the nation, and just focusing on like these different stories. Like one woman is like one director focuses on a traveler lady. I think she's like Romani. And she's like a drag race driver.
Oh, cool.
And she's like won like all these big awards, but she like literally will like race these cars and like, but she's like this one woman, and she's like from this like very traditional sort of community, and people are like, why would you do that? Like go and have a family, make a home. And she's like, this is what I want to do. And she had an accident really recently, and it was like and they caught that on camera whilst documenting, and it's just like really interesting. Another one is about this like really small fishing town where they have this like fishing queen like pageant every year, but because the fishing community is no longer a big thing, because obviously like because of like, what's the word, like not defishing, but like
there's like
coastal erosion and stuff like that. Basically like no one fishes anymore, so they're like, is there still a need to do this big competition to find the fishing queen because no one fishes anymore? But like stuff like that is so interesting. Obviously like that's not all black British, but it is like rooted in like grassroots funding for storytellers. So Netflix documentary fund, go and watch them all.
And you say it's all on YouTube for
all on YouTube.
Okay,
I also think like going off of that, a lot of people do start to question where the position of certain well-known actors and faces are. And so like, for example, Daniel Kaluuya and John Boyega, but what we're actually seeing is a lot of them are working behind the scenes. So like, I always knew Daniel Kaluuya was doing writing. For like during Skins.
You want Skins,
but I thought it was only his season. So I with Junior, kind of wanted to go a bit nostalgic, and I started watching Skins season 2, and like I was starting to see like his name was popping up even then, and I was like, oh, like damn, you were like heavily into it. And recently there was a creator who said, where is he? And I genuinely believe he's just pursuing his passion.
Was it Jamal?
Yeah, I love his content.
Honestly, I think he's had such like a nice rise on social media as well. And I feel like
his rise has been sick.
Like, and he's making sense. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, and I feel like, not to be like, all men, but like, as a man, if you talk, make it make sense. And Jamal's making it make sense.
He makes it sense all the time. I love his content. He's one of my favorite content creators of this year.
Yeah, honestly, like he's had such I think, and like he's doing that questioning that I think is actually really introspective, and he's doing it in a way that kind of brings
open to conversation. And I think that conversation, especially that question, kind of highlighted how like for some reason people think that being on screen is the only route for a lot of creatives, especially black creatives in the UK. when a lot of them have a lot of passion for being behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So like for example, Lenny Henry was one of the big ones where we knew him from the screen, and then you started realizing he doesn't want to be on the screen. He likes doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff.
He's got a production company and he's working really hard to kind of push, like, once again, like, Black stories to the forefront, because I think, like, when you're at his level, like, people have to listen to you because you have enough clout for people to listen to it. And if they don't listen to you, you can come to any publication and say, they didn't want to hear me, I tried, but they didn't want to hear me. So like, I feel like being able to do that is such like a powerful force. And yeah, and like, and obviously now that he's still working on like back end things, but obviously he dips in and out, and like I'm seeing him in every beautiful thing in the theatre,
which is also great because we're seeing, what's her name again,
Amika Mod,
who everyone was like, again, another actor within the POC space in Britain, where everyone was like, you're amazing, you're a great talent, but where are you? And I think it just goes back to that whole conversation of everyone's so obsessed with being on the big screen, but like for a lot of people that's not the be all end all. Like I think theatre's the most beautiful medium, especially in the like entertainment industry, that always just seems to get brushed off.
But I do think like the theatre, especially in the UK, it's like such a staple for like a lot of artists make their way through theatre. You know, like they go to theatre school, they go to acting school, and then they'll do, you know, their first acting credit will be within the theatre on the stage more than likely. And if it's on TV, that's great. But they might also then return to theatre. And Alfred Enoch, I'm looking at you because you have not been seen on the TV in a very long time. But I respect it because he's phenomenal.
Yeah,
he's phenomenal on
he's
that
got
stage.
He's got a new one.
Richard the Third, I think.
Yeah,
or Richard the Seventh.
That's
one of them Richards.
It's the RSC.
Yeah.
Royal Shakespeare Company. For those who don't know, and I remember he's always been very much a theatre head because one time, I crap you not, I was walking from like one of my internships, and I saw him walk past, and he was practicing his lines.
Oh, sick.
And I didn't even want to interrupt because I was like, you look busy. You do your thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like he's someone who probably will stay on like the stage circuit for a really, really long time. Unless there's like a role that it feels like worthwhile enough for him to like come to screen for. Which I think I actually really appreciate that within him. But it's really interesting because I think, like, I love the theatre. Like I stay seated in that theatre whenever I can, wherever I can. And also I'm also trying to do more of like my bank hurts because of it, but I'm trying to pay more into the theatre because I think you can get very used to being in a space where you get given tickets like for free, and that's amazing. Like sometimes I get tickets that I know are worth like a lot of money because that's just the way it is. But then like also I'm like, okay, like this month can I spend like £150 in like a bunch of different theatre spaces just to put the money back into the theatre because it is really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your favourite theatre spaces? Sorry, Junior. I know this is like a
because
conversation.
we do have Manny, friend of the show from the post credit scene podcast. He's coming on in the next couple weeks. We have him coming on so we can have a proper like deep dive into theatre because he's a theatre head. He loves going to the theatre. I unfortunately am not as much frequently going to the theatre. My missus is hugely into theatre, so I do go along with her. So I am slowly immersing myself into the theatre culture. So it is good to hear all this stuff because I think there's a stigma on theatre, especially with Black people, on it being mostly white stories, which I think, if I'm wrong, maybe if we go percentage wise, maybe there is more white stories being told.
But I think also like,
but there's also financial stuff behind it as well that's kind of irritating for young Black people to want to go to the theatre.
Yeah, I think there's a misconception because some stories don't have race. So I've seen a Black adaptation of Antigone when I was younger, and it was phenomenal. And some themes and storylines are just transcending of race. It doesn't matter if it's Black or white theatre, but then also certain things are just so beautiful that it has to be like, what was it? Small Islands. I watched that at the National Theatre as well. Yeah. So like it's still, I think you have to go out of your way to really learn how to look through it, but I would always go for the small theatre companies first because you get to have more fun.
Yeah.
They're a lot more playful. Like I really like Young Vic.
Yeah, Young Vic is really good. Young Vic, Bush Theatre. Almeida, even though it always sells out, it makes me.
But then they also have a streaming
Is it a small
platform
place
as
then?
well, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of them do have streaming platforms. Obviously, that is obviously to help with like membership costs, and obviously, like, do not forget that the National Theatre, which is like the biggest theatre space we have, has a massive archive of content, and also a massive archive of Black content as well, like Black old historic like theatre content that they just have
Because
recorded.
didn't they have The Effect?
That was in the National, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once again, like, that was white director, but black
cast. Yeah.
and obviously that brought like bums on seats because it was, you know, Taylor Russell. Everyone loved Taylor Russell at that moment in time.
And Papa as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Papa
watched
too.
that.
Yeah.
Watched that one.
And that was that was amazing. And I believe that was also like Taylor's like West End like debut. I want to say at the time. So I think that was really good. And I just think, but I think also there is like power in, unfortunately, and I kind of hate it, in like getting a big name in order to like
but then
push.
it helps also the small names. So for example, like Francesca's not necessarily a small name, but when Francesca Rivers, by the way, for those, just to put context for everyone else, when she did Romeo and Juliet with Tom Holland, while it had a lot of backlash, she got Woman of the Year because of it.
Yeah.
Like, people were now recognizing who the heck she is, because she's been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like,
so you kind of need a big name as the draw
to help the smaller names, but like, don't solely rely on them.
Yeah. Because then like what happens is, like, if like, I remember when I saw Romeo and Juliet twice, one with Fran and one with Fran's understudy, who, God forgive me, I can't remember her name. But both were phenomenal. And I just remember people were really upset because I think it was like a last minute like change, and them getting there and being like really upset. And I was like, as much as it's about like the name, it's about being in the space, being in the moment, watching something beautiful that people have worked hard, like, and like worked hard to come and perform. And like, for some people it's like, you know, like they might only get like 1 or 2 nights or 3 nights as understudy to go on, because that's just the way it works. So like, be appreciative of that as well. And sorry, where is John Boyega?
Where is he? I don't know. Last time I heard, he's in Nigeria trying to produce films and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't know if he's still doing that, but I'll put that on the board, because obviously the Where's Daniel Kaluuya was a thing from Jamal, sorry, Jamal's content. So I wanted to ask a question about where's John Boyega, because I feel like he popped out a couple stuff. Of course, his rise to fame was through Star Wars for the mainstream audience. Of course, people already knew him from Tap the Block. But then the last film that I've seen him in, I think most people seen him, was Deacon Tyrone. Then after that, it's kind of been kind of quiet, and we haven't seen his name rise. Of course, we've seen other Black British actors like Damson Idris pop up in a rising, but we haven't seen John Boyega. Last time I've heard, he was doing a lot of producing in Nigeria, maybe trying to build an industry within there. But I'll just put that question out to see what you guys think. Should we start seeing him more on TV, or is it best for him to focus more on just producing?
I think it's annoying that, again, like, everyone expects
them to be front of screen.
Just the one thing.
Yeah.
It's like going back to the idea that like the Black experience isn't monolithic. The Black creative experience doesn't have to cater you to just one space.
Yeah.
Some of the best creators we've had just out of the UK, for example, have done a mixture of things. So like Tyler the Creator is another one, where he's just done a little bit of everything. We've got Issa Rae, that's another one. Keke Palmer's, like, you could go on, and I think,
and we're back. So for the edit. It'll make sense. Once I've edited.
Yeah. Capping a creative to one medium will stop them from doing their best work.
Yeah, I believe so. I think, I do actually think there's a lot of power in some of these creatives who are already established names in the UK space becoming producers, using their like quote unquote clout to like gain capital, to like be in these spaces, actually speak to people that have the money, to be like, I know this sick 20-year-old director who wants to make their first film. I'm happy to produce. I want them to direct. You give us the budget and we'll do it, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I feel like that's what we need more. But I feel like if you look at people like, for example, like, she's not black, but if you look at people like Reese Witherspoon, for example,
she bodied it. That was cold.
who has Hello Sunshine, which is obviously a big, massive production company
That does all books.
but has done just basically just adapts books and is like doing so well to be in that space, to once again be behind the scenes, be pushing that conversation forward, but actually you'll never unless you knew it was her, you would never know that she was behind all this.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we need in the black community. I think it's difficult because we're not at the same level as Americans. We're nowhere near that level because the capital and the way money works is just different over there.
Yeah.
But I think we're starting to see that, and I think once we hit that space of like there being someone who is big enough to not be ignored, passionate enough to want to see change affected, and has enough clout and know how to make that happen, we're going to see a whole bunch of people come up under these people, and that's really what we need.
Yeah, and like this isn't the first time we've seen people do this. Like, didn't Denzel do it for like ages?
Yeah, probably.
And then like now his whole family have
Yeah.
their own production house. And
John David. Sorry.
It's like Maz when she
No,
when she barks.
it really is just me. It's like looking in the mirror. Yeah, so it's just, I don't think it's anything new.
So it's like basically we should be cool with these actors taking their shift, taking a break, or shifting into other fields.
Because they're doing something for the culture.
Yeah, I think it's good for them to climb up the production ladder and opening doors for more people to come in, especially in the black field, so we can get more black art out there.
Yeah.
I think with John Boyega, it's like I haven't seen that art come out yet, so it's like I don't know what's happening.
Has he got anything like in the pipeline? Like if you look on IMDb, does it say anything?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I,
I could probably give it a look and see what's going on. But the only thing I heard of is Attack the Block 2.
Really?
I was like,
no,
but why
God
is that
forbid,
happening?
No,
no, Attack the Block 2 is coming. It's coming still.
We don't need that.
No, we don't.
How do I spell your name? Oh, there's Boy. Let's see what he's actually got coming up, man.
What would you want to see him in if there was anything like?
You know, he's one of those actors that I feel like hasn't got an opportunity yet to actually show that I'm an actor.
Yeah.
Like last, The Woman King.
A drama.
He was in Love, Death and Robots. Season that came out this year. Yeah. Then the new stuff is coming out. Otis
and Zelma. What's that? Oh, Otis Redding. Okay.
Is that a bio?
Yeah, biopic. Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't the singer Otis Redding? Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair.
One of the writers is also directing it as well. I feel like I've seen this person before. Okay, so he does have projects coming out. We just have to wait into 2026.
Yeah.
And the Block 2.
I just don't believe it. Like, what could they possibly need?
Like... Aliens are back in it. It might be a metaphor for gentrification.
That'd be interesting. But also,
I wonder what they film it.
Well, he just has his name there and no one else, and just the director that did the first one.
Fair enough.
That's writing it as well. So which is a white guy, which is kind of weird. This guy wrote Attack the Block, but yeah.
What do you mean? He's for the people.
He did Hot Fuzz.
I think he's one of the co-writers of. Is he one of the co-writers of it?
That's, I mean, fair. Oh, but that does make sense.
He's not done that much, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, is this the end of the pod? Because you guys just went quiet.
Sorry,
I kind of just got say I shouldn't went quiet on the podcast. People are listening like, did it finish? Yeah. Are we finished or are we done? I was just looking at your stuff. But yeah, Attack the Block 2 is coming out with John Boyega, so check it out when that comes out.
Make me an extra. I really want to be an extra in a
film. Do you want
to act? No, I was going to be extra. I want to be like, like in the background.
Oh, do you want to say a line?
No.
Don't go there.
No, I want to be like the person like.
You know, have you seen the video where like there's like an extra and it's just overacting and he's like
Oh yeah,
looking
in those
directly
Disney
into the
films.
camera?
That'd be me.
Yeah.
No, I want to be like, you know, like the extra where it's like where they're in like the cafe and like they're just in the background eating chips, or they're like, or they're going into the block and I'm just, you know, sitting on the block.
Do you want
like
to see?
That'd be me as the extra.
In the final cut, do you want to see your full self or just like your arm?
I wouldn't care. Like just know that I was like around.
Look, at least you got paid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because then I feel like when the credits come through, I can be
I'm in the film as an extra.
Oh, yeah. What film?
Damage Idris was in this film. It's called Farming.
Oh,
really?
well, the one where he's racist.
Yeah, it turns into a redneck.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was that?
They build a fake Nigeria outside of London.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm in one of the guys. He gets taken away in a car, and it's like a group of his family, people in the village, like saying bye to him, and one of the guys going like that way in my head. My friend saw the film, is like, bro, why are you in?
Everybody go watch that. Go watch Farming.
But yeah, that's my credit.
Why does everyone has a link to Damson Idris?
I think one time I was working at View Cinema, and I was attached to Mad Dog casting. So they just gave me like, they normally just give you like a call sheet saying, hey, we're looking for this description and you fit this, so do you want to come? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll come through. It was long, boring, didn't get paid much, but it was just it was an experience, I guess.
They say it's literally like, obviously, like it's such a long day, like you might have to redo the same shoot, or sometimes you're like, obviously, like you're held in like the room until it's like actually time for you to go out, and you might have to be on set all day, but we're only like be needed for like 5 minutes.
It's a lot of waiting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I want to do?
Almost got a pay rise.
Bridgerton.
Ooh.
That'd be good actually.
Because also it's local to me.
That'd be good actually. Yeah. I think that'd be quite a fun extra to be part of, being that set. I know someone that was an extra on the only good film that Tyler Perry has ever done in his life, which is
the build up.
The women, the 569.
Yeah.
The what?
The
woman.
The 569 one.
Oh, the war one.
Yeah.
That was a good film.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Oh, I never seen it.
It was good
because it was actually like uplifting.
But did he write it? Did he write it?
And all the bits were good.
Did he write it? He didn't write that.
I think he directed it, maybe.
Of course he directed. He didn't write. He can't write for to save his life, bro.
Also, this hasn't got to go into anything, but like Tyler Perry's currently in controversy, is he not?
Oh yeah, because of someone's trying to
catching case.
He's got a case on.
But it's mad because I feel like they're still releasing all this stuff, but no one's like, there's been no like, it's just happening. Like he's got like so many projects coming out at the moment.
He wrote with someone else. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it was so good. A white man.
A white man.
It's a white man doing here.
A white man, no.
Oh shit. Okay, fair enough.
So he had that one good film.
That's why it was so good.
And you have a friend that was in there?
Yeah, as an extra. Which I thought obviously they would have like hired all like just Americans, but I think they filmed part of it in the UK.
Well, a lot of stuff is getting
filmed
in the UK.
Everything gets filmed in it. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's the I think London's coming, or the UK is coming in New Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like LA is kind of going through a madness right now.
It's too expensive.
The taxes have rised up significantly, and like for film production, the film there is cost way too much. So they said Hollywood in LA is dying or is dead.
It's either the UK or Australia, especially Australia for VFX.
Yeah.
So like when you're watching Marvel stuff and you see Victoria, that's because they're doing parts of it in Australia.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like I do think like the way, I mean, obviously this is like a wider discussion, but I think like about like the sustainability of the industry. And like flying people from like pillar to post to film like 1, 2 like pickup shots or whatever. Like I do think it's a bit like mad. Like when you like watch credits and you just see like, thanks to the tourism board of this place, tourism board of that place, tourism board of this place.
It'll be like Canada, South Africa.
Oh yeah.
Like, where haven't you been?
That's why these films cost 200 millions to make.
Yeah.
These days.
Mad. And the return
just have a PJ at this point.
Yeah, and the return's not even like all that great sometimes. What was the
Last question.
Yeah, last question. This year, the best film you've watched so far?
Best film I watched this far. I want to say Sorry Baby. I watched a film called Sorry Baby. That's my best film. I would say Sinners, but I feel like everyone's gonna say Sinners.
Is Sorry Baby the one with
No, Naomi Aki?
Yeah.
She's in
yeah. It's not out yet in the UK, is it?
No, I think it comes out. I think when this is out, no, it will be out. It'll be end the first early month.
Yeah, I do want to watch that. Like, I do think I love Naomi Ackie. I think
It was amazing.
she's
'cause
amazing.
It's a director debut.
Yeah.
She's starring in it.
Yeah.
And not Naomi Ackie. She's co-starring in it, but the lead, the fact that she directed it, wrote it, and starring in it, and it was good, which I think is hard to do. Yeah, I really enjoyed that film.
She's having a good year. I feel like Naomi Ackie.
Oh yeah, I think she's just recently she announced that she's producing something or either directing something, but yeah, she's creating some of her own projects as well, which is dope.
Oh gosh, I need to think. Double it and pass it to the next person.
I'm the next person.
Oh shit.
You
have to give us 2 films now.
2. Oh my gosh. Okay. Definitely Sinners, because I really enjoyed that. And the other one, I don't even know. What have I really enjoyed? I don't even know. I feel like films have been a bit.
It wasn't feeling this year so far.
I don't know. I was actually gonna say a really controversial take, but let me.
No, say it before we end things.
Okay, what are you excited for then?
What am I excited for? Definitely Sorry Baby when that comes.
Let me know what you think about
Even though I've heard mixed reviews about it, I am very excited to see The Materialists.
Yeah, I heard mixed stuff.
Because I'm seeing an early preview. But yeah, sorry, you heard.
People are saying that it's not a rom-com. Like, don't go in thinking it's a rom-com
because
it's not a rom-com. Okay, fair.
She makes sad films.
Oh shit, yeah.
So
someone's dead.
Yeah. And then
someone's gonna die. Someone's died. Probably Petrol. Petrol dies a lot.
Eddington.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, this is a full circle.
That a lot of people don't like that film though.
This is a full circle. We just got back to the beginning of the film.
Well, Ari Aster, yeah, I know.
Yeah, his films are questionable, but I do like his films. Even Bo Was Afraid, even though that was weird, I appreciate that he tried.
Yeah, and then I really love horror films, so I'm looking forward to Weapons. Yeah, I literally
Bring Her Back.
I'm seeing that early. I've already begged. I begged them to put. I said to them, whatever Weapons PR is coming to the UK, give it to me first.
Yeah, I sent him a message as well.
So yeah, Weapons. Bring Her Back.
Have you seen Barbarian then?
Yeah.
Oh, you like Barbarian?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love horror films.
We got a horror person in the building.
I love horror films,
we need to bring you back for Halloween, so we can really get into these horrors.
Yeah. Honestly, Picture Houses are doing early screenings of Bring Her Back.
Oh yeah, we got a screening. We went to a screening for it.
Yeah,
I've seen it. Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, okay, good.
Do you like gore?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're here for a good day. Shit. There's a couple scenes in there. It's like, oh shit. Okay, we're ahead now.
Yeah,
it's good though.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Okay, go on.
I think mine is just Sinners. It's so basic. And then what I'm looking for.
No, you got another one, man.
What I'm looking forward to.
Oh.
And I feel like this just feels like I'm fishing, but Avatar. I actually aside from our affiliates.
Yeah.
I genuinely am. I love Avatar.
Yeah.
Like the first time I watched it, it was during when I was doing the mocks. The second time, Way of the Water, I watched it twice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched that one. Actually, I can't say that.
I've never seen it.
Or any of them.
Only the first one, and barely at that. I think I fell asleep.
I think it's one of the best VFX sci-fi films ever.
So that's Zoe Tsunoda, isn't it?
But,
yeah. She's in it. She got bagged in from early. She was young when she started, you know. She was probably like in her early 20s.
I think I remember seeing her in the film Colombiana.
That was good.
Yeah. And then
there was that random film she did with what's her name? My Girl from 70s Show, Mila Kunis.
Really? Which film was that? Like a rom-com film?
Yeah. I think it was rom-com.
Because Mila Kunis can't do serious films, so.
Yeah. And she always writes about being with a white man.
What, Zoe?
No, Mina.
Oh. But she's white.
Is she?
Wait, who are we talking about?
Minnie? Mila Kunis. You know the one from that 70s Show?
Oh, I'm talking about someone else.
Oh.
She is white. From that Indian girl from Office.
Mindy Kaling.
Yeah. She's Indian, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, we're safe. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys. This is episode 73 of the Outtake Show. You got the host of the most drama and June's in the building. We got Mazavidi as well. We also got entertaining journalist Sabrina in the building as well. Thank you so much for joining us on this show. Of course, Halloween's coming as well. You like horror movies, so we would love to have you here.
Halloween's ages away.
okay, we'll have you before then,
Yeah,
but then we
the
have you again
the
for Halloween.
criteria for the Halloween episode is you do actually have to dress up.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine. I can do that.
nice.
I used to host, I've done like in my life, I've had like 3 fancy dress birthday parties. So I'm dressing up.
Okay.
I
Nice.
enjoy it.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.